the nice thing about this is it's an Amiga 600 with an 030 accelerator in it and 8 megs of RAM. So this little beastie, this little cutie here, is a bit of a sleeper. It's packing a punch, and this is not a recreation accelerator. This is the real deal OG 030. So seems to be stable, touching wood right here at the moment. It's been running for probably half an hour. No problems whatsoever. I would like to go through maybe later exactly the issues that I was up against and that I eventually worked out and resolved. Yeah, but maybe to start with, we'll play a couple of games and have a wee fart about here. Looks glorious on the CRT. Is it coming through? It's kind of coming through on the capture. Capture / potato vision. Capturing bloody 1084S monitor. But it doesn't look too bad. It's all I can manage at the moment. I've ordered my open source scan converter. It's on its way. So at some stage in the near future, I'll be able to actually capture these computers properly. That's the plan. As you can see, I'm not very good at pinball. Oh, that's a 2-player. I don't want a 2-player, do I? Oh, F2 is 2-player. So player 1 gets ball 1 and ball 2. Do I get all 3 balls and then it switches to player 2? Is that how it works? Either that or when I pushed F1 after starting the 2-player game, it might have just restarted in single player, I'm thinking, possibly. Thank Christ for that centre pin in there sticking up. Didn't help me then though. Well, she's still running. She's still running. I'm feeling pretty good about this system actually, because the accelerator that's in here is an Apollo. It's got a couple of names actually. It's an Apollo 630, and it's also got another name, I think Winner 630 or something like that. And I have gone over this in the previous stream, but just as a bit of a rundown, it was marked as faulty. And long story short, it turns out that the FPU chip is faulty. And yeah, so the first thing I noticed was the actual PLCC chip holder on the board was cracked. I'm just going to turn that off for a sec, because I just want to, I'm curious as to how warm this heatsink is. There she goes there underneath that compact flash. I'll just switch the view there for you. Underneath here, get a bit of light on the subject. Don't mind the rubber bands. Yeah, she's warm. Yeah, she's getting pretty warm, but it's obviously not too hot to crash it. The reason for the rubber bands is that was actually how I found it. So when I bought the Amigas and this, along with this accelerator, that's how this was set up. And you know, that CPU heatsink there, that's basically just sitting on top of the CPU. There's no way to really mount this properly. Well, no, I'm sure there are ways that could be mounted properly, but in the meantime, the main reason for the rubber bands is actually to keep a plastic cover on that's sitting underneath, right under here, to stop it from shorting on any of the motherboard components. And these processors, these accelerators, they push down over the processor. So on the underside of here is another PLCC socket like that one there. And it just fits down over the top of one of these quad flat packs like that there, you know, like the CPU under here. And apparently they're notoriously unreliable. I think if you're moving your Amiga around, they would potentially prove to be quite unreliable, I'm sure. But, you know, if it's sitting here, you know, and you're not moving it around much, I think it's probably okay. So the rubber bands are actually holding that plastic shield there on. And it's also sort of keeping this in place, although I've got CPU paste on there as well. So, and you can actually see residue of CPU paste on these PLCC chips there, you know, the actual sockets. And I think that's from the previous owners maybe gone a bit berserk with CPU paste, or the heatsink slipped off and it spread CPU paste everywhere. Anyway, there's a crack right down in that corner there. Not only, so I thought that was the issue, but it's not. It's actually a faulty chip. And I wonder whether when someone was pissing around with trying to get this going, they've installed the chip the wrong way around and given it, you know, given it what for, and she's blowing. That's one thought. And so yeah, my plan was last night to install Workbench 3.9 on here, which I haven't done yet on this machine, but I needed 8 meg RAM, so I whacked this 8 megs into it, and she's flying. She's flying. And so those that were following along last night would have seen that I had a bit of a hassle getting the MMU enabled on this machine. And it turns out that probably the main thing is, well, there's a couple of things. I've actually noted them down because I didn't want to go through all this hassle again one day. So if I crank this up, I'll show you actually. Might be easier than trying to explain it. One thing though that I just realized is that I was having issues, like I couldn't run Directory Opus, and that is because I had the 2.05 ROM in, and this machine was built, this card here was installed on a 3.1 ROM machine. And although the machine would boot, whenever I went to open likes of Directory Opus, it wouldn't open. And so I've put a 3.1, Kickstart 3.1 ROM in here. And it sorted the issue. I mean, it goes without saying, really. But this card, it actually got pulled straight from an Amiga 1200. So the install was done on an Amiga 1200. And that's what I was doing on the stream last night. And then I thought, well, what's to stop me from just literally plugging this bloody compact flash straight into a 600? And that's where I went with it last night after the stream. And so if we just have a look here. So the key to this is pretty much you need to have, let's have a look here. There's this MMU libs drawer here. It's got everything you need. It's got the installation, etc. I haven't installed it. I've just done the bare minimum to get the MMU running. And if we have a look, we can see the MMU running if we go to Tools and Sysinfo here. You can see the 68030 in use. That's what I was trying to achieve. And this is the possibly the fastest Amiga I've got. Believe it or not. This is faster. In this sysinfo here, this machine is faster than all of my 1200s. Oh, actually, it might not be as fast as the 040. I haven't benchmarked that in a while, so I'll get back to that at some stage. But suffice it to say, this is faster than my 1200 with the Blizzard 4 in it. Not by much, but it is faster. It doesn't have the FPU installed. No FPU, but she's honking along. 2973. I've got a spreadsheet here actually. So the 1200 with the Blizzard is 8483, and this little beast is honking along at 9273. Yeah, I think the 400 should do it should be substantially faster than this. I just can't quite remember what speed that bloody 040 is that I've got. I'll have to crank it up and have another look. I'm documenting all this too, so I'll be able to refer to that. But so we can see here that there's an MMU, the MMU here. But the key to it is if we have a look in the system, we've got this is the MMU lib folder. The key to it is this MU tools, and you can either refer to the files in here. Oh, has she locked? Oh, ho, ho. Yeah, messing with 600, and she's just bloody crashed, I think. It's been running for about an hour. And she's not happy. I might just reseat this CPU. This was the problem with the May, potentially. Yeah, so I'm just messing around with the 030 accelerator here. And she's been running fine. But not sure if... I was sort of fiddling around with this just before. It looks manky with the rubber bands, but literally the rubber bands are just holding in place a plastic sheet. But I'm just going to reseat this. It's not overly warm. I mean, it's not horrendous. I'm just going to reseat that there. Hopefully it hasn't bloody toasted or anything. This was the problem with these things, eh? Doesn't feel overly hot. I've been running it for quite some time, and yeah, see this plastic sheet here? These rubber bands are literally just stopping that from floating around. I will come up with a better solution for that at some stage. But you can see here's the CPU socket. Pops over the CPU here. And so at first, I think when I first tried to get this up and running, is I wasn't pushing this onto the socket properly. And back in the day, I mean, if you look at these hard drives, right? I've gone through this before, but just to show you, you've got a chunky bloody 2.5-inch hard drive here with the little locating legs that go down through the motherboard. I don't know how you would run a hard drive in one of these back in the day. Because I don't have the trapdoor upgrade. I've got this. So, yeah, I mean, I just don't have... I mean, where do you get... I mean, I'd have to buy one, right? I don't know what they're worth. Are they modern... They might be modern reproductions, are they? But this is an original bloody accelerator, and that's what I like. I like to muck around with the original stuff. Yeah, so I'm not sure. I'm assuming I'm not really up with the modern upgrades. I guess there's, as you mentioned, there's a trapdoor upgrade, but I don't know how back in the day, if you were running one of these, you'd have a hard drive, because I mean, I don't think these were available, right? Right. Yeah. Well, there you go. Okay. Let's see if she's going to run. Okay, RAM only. It must just be the 1200s, eh? And that have that capability. There you go. I learned something. I didn't know that either. Is she going to go? It could well be overheating. But yeah, we'll see. So back to what I was talking about before. The prerequisites to getting this to go properly is it will work on an no temperature sensor. The temperature sensor is your finger. You can enable the MMU with a 2.05 ROM. Yeah, I mean, dude, this is 90s technology, right? I mean, I know the PC had temperature sensing, but yeah, no. So if we have a look here, we've got just show all files here. The MMU lib, that's basically the folder where you'd go in and you'd install it, right? And I haven't done that, I've just run manually. The key is to point your startup files to the files. So the lines in the startup files, you point them to the files inside this MU tools folder. You can do it in where it is here in the MMU lib, but that's not where it should be. It should be out here in the system, which is there, MU tools, right? And there's various files. The other thing you need is in the libs folder here, you need the mmu.library in there. And then all you need is, if we edit the user startup, these two lines, so you've got this here, that's just pointing to the folder, that's the file there, mu fast rom, on protect nil, and then again you've got another one, mu lock lib. If you're running a version 2.05 ROM, this top line here needs to be remmed out. The computer locks, it won't boot. This second line, that's the one that enables the MMU. Right? So in a 2.05 ROM, which I had in this earlier, I remmed that out and she booted and the MMU was enabled. And so I thought I'll see what this line here does, if it actually has any effect at all, and I remmed it out and the MMU disabled itself. So this second line is necessary. If you're running a 3.1 ROM, you can run the MU fast ROM line here, which is exactly what I'm doing here. So she's happy as Larry. That's pretty much it in a nutshell, and I was quite pleased to actually get to the bottom of that. So I've noted all that down, and I will be able to refer to that in the future if I ever come back, revisit this. Yeah, so I've got some games. I really just put Pinball Dreams on there as a bit of a test. I've just got a little subset of games really. Actually, let's try directory opus here. It's just a bit easier. What do we got? So I've got like Cannon Fodder, Chips Challenge, Civ, Defender of the Crown, Deluxe Gallagher. That's a fun game actually. Deluxe Gallagher, June 2. Oh, the Beholder 1 and 2. F-18 Interceptor, Flight Sim 2, Frontier. Actually, is that Frontier Elite? Let's see how Frontier Elite runs on this thing, eh? Yeah. Good call. That'll put the bloody CPU through its paces, won't it? Oh, I haven't copied my kickstarts through. Now, where the hell are they? They should be in here, I would say. Yeah, kickstarts. Yeah, that will be a good benchmark, won't it? Work. transfer kickstart. So these here, they live in the kickstarts folder under system, don't they? Is there a kickstarts in there? Is that where it goes? It just goes into here, doesn't it? Or is there somewhere else you put the kickstarts? Tools. Does anyone know whether I just put the kickstart straight in the root, basically, of system? Devs, here we go. Oh, I thought it was in here. I think I'm just going to have to quickly refer to my notes. WHD load installation. Devs, kickstart. Yeah. Bit rusty on this. So yeah, do it once and she's done, basically. Providing I've got it all set up properly. No, what's it looking for? It's looking for 3405.A500 RTB. Don't I have to rename these? Oh man. Or do I just need a reboot? Because I don't recall having to rename these files as RTB, because they're already RTB, aren't they? Was it? Devs. Maybe I do just need to rename that RTB. I'll do that quickly and just see if it helps. Yeah, no, it's... Nope. I think I just need more files, that's all. Do I have them? Let's have a look. Kickstarts, I thought everything I needed was in there. Yeah, I have done this reasonably recently, but let me just refer to my notes here. background music. Is that working? Desktop audio, here we go. Sorry, here we go. Okay. Righty. Oh, skick. You'll need to extract skick 346.lha to the RAM and then move it to the system devs kickstarts. Yeah, I've got that, I think. Do I? skick here, this one. Chuck that into RAM. Yeah, there's all the files there, look. And then, so RAM disk, you've got kickstarts, you basically, I'll just grab all of those and then whack into system devs kickstarts. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Now you just have to remember this is running on an Amiga 600. Looks pretty good, eh? Yeah, looks good. I've not actually played this game. I've had a little go, but not. I didn't play it back in the day. So I've watched a, you know, a tutorial video, but I'm not actually sure that it takes my fancy. Don't know. I'd probably have to sit down with it for a few hours and see. How big? How big are these bloody demos? OCS, original chipset, That's right, eh? That's what you're referring to, isn't it? Oh yeah. I could whack them onto the compact flash card though, couldn't I? What I was going to look up was what software takes advantage of the FPU. Oh, not that this computer has an FPU in it, but my 1200 with the Blizzard, does that have an FPU? This machine doesn't have SCSI, so I can't use the zip disk. Yeah, I've got an 030 accelerator running at that one. Yeah, that's the Viper. The Viper I've got is a 25 megahertz 030 and it has an FPU. Unfortunately, that FPU is not compatible with any other of the accelerators that I've got here. Well, I haven't checked the Amiga 2000 accelerators, but yeah, I would love to whack an FPU into this machine as well. I don't even know how to play it. Is it locked up? No. Can't remember how to quit. F10? No. That's how I quit. 3-finger salute. Is it going to quit? No. Okay. That's possibly on Zeb's image, is it? Yeah. Yeah, I think, what's the key? Print screen or something. Yeah, I probably need to rip some stuff off Zeb's image and get it onto this compact flash and have a wee mess around with some other games. But that worked well, didn't it? The thing is that a lot of the games that I like, they actually run fine on a bloody 500 because that's what I had back in the day, and so that's what I've got nostalgia for, some of those games that don't take advantage of any acceleration or, you know, faster CPUs, things like that. Stunt car racer, yeah, okay. Surely I've got that, yeah. Do I? Yes, I do. Look at that. Oh, okay. I'll have a look at that. Just grab my joystick. These are ECS, aren't they, these machines? That's... Let me see. Yeah, ECS Agnes 2 megabyte and ECS Denise. So... yeah. That's a So that's the enhanced chipset video, in case you're wondering. So you had the original chipset, OCS, which was basically the A1000, A500, A2000, and then ECS in the likes of this machine here. Oh, this is not the one. This is, I don't think this is the one that you can put the turbo on. Yeah, 603. Oh, yes, and that's correct. Yeah, 500 plus. So this is not accelerated, this version. If I just go to practice here. Seems to be running okay though. Just going to turn the volume up. Yep, there we go. Seems to be running okay though. Yeah, it's not bad, is it? I kind of suspect that the turbo mode actually just speeds the whole game up, if you know what I mean. It doesn't, it increases the frame rate, but it also speeds the game up. It'd be a little bit like turning on the turbo on your old PC, you know, for a game that was designed for the original speed CPU, what was it, 8 megahertz or something like that, and then you're like switching turbo on, doubling the, was it double the clock rate or something, and you know the games sort of, well, quite often they ran too fast, and I suspect that the turbo version of this is a little bit like that, although it's not unplayable. It's not unplayably fast, it's just quite a bit quicker. But this is very playable. It's still, I mean, the frame rate's not great. That's good. What else do I have? It makes a nice little 600 though, doesn't it? I'm pretty pleased. I mean, I thought that Accelerator card was dead. A very pleasant surprise. What else we got? Did I go through F? Yes, I did. Got to F. Lemmings, Holiday. Lemmings 2, Lotus. A little bit of corruption. Did you see that? Graphical corruption there. Pinball. Ports of Call. I love Ports of Call. Railroad Tycoon. Rick Dangerous, R-Type. SimCity. Solid Gold. Speedball 2. Super Frog. This is the... Well, let's put Super Frog on there. This is not the CD version, which I normally play. Yeah. Yeah. I've read a little bit about those furias just recently, actually. Yeah, it's not an ideal situation, eh? Oh, look at that corruption there. A little bit of graphical corruption. Yeah, makes a nice. This makes a nice little 600 though, eh? With this 030 on it. Well, this is 030 with 50 megahertz. It is a delightful little machine. They're totally cute, aren't they? Yeah, so she's going well with the 50 megahertz 030 on it though. 8 megs of RAM. I'm going to put OS 3.9 on it. Just because I can, right? Yeah, yep. Except this one is a bit quicker, which is good. Blue second jump buttons. That would be good if, with that controller, actually. Yeah, that is a shame, eh? Yep. I think this is probably okay if you don't move it, but maybe just the heat cycling might work that chip off. I don't know. You might know this, Carsinomi, but how the hell with this friggin' accelerator sitting over the CPU right here, right under here? What did people do with the hard drive? I mean, that must have been a problem back in the day, because there's definitely no way it'll fit with a 2.5 inch. Yeah. So that was a potential known issue, right? Is what, you walk into the shop to get your fancy accelerator and they tell you that you have to ditch the hard drive. Yeah, but there's no actual room. There's no room, and the card actually covers the little holes here for this, you know. And I don't think there's enough room because of the thickness of these bloody drives. They must have, I wonder whether they sort of relocated these drives somehow or hung them out the side or something like that. Yeah, but that's what I'm doing with the compact flash adapter, is it's just dangling loose in here, right? Yeah, I don't know what the hell they managed to do. I'd be interested to see, oh, what do we got? Illegal instruction. I'd be interested to see what some of the magazine articles and reviews came up with in that respect. Oh, okay, long cable outside, yeah. Yeah. I don't like the look of that crash though. That'd be worth a try, wouldn't it? Oh, look at that. She's an unhappy. Ooh. Recoverable alert. Something's not happy, eh? Let's see if another game will stay running. Yeah, I wonder if this thing's overheating maybe. I'll try a reboot. How are you tonight, Retro Demergy? Good to see you. Good to see you too, Kelsey. Yeah, bloody marathon stream last night. Well, marathon for me anyway. I know you've done some long ones, Kelsey, but man, 6 hours 40 minutes. That was a mission. Okay, let's just see. Is it going to run? Needed a reboot. Either that or it was overheating and just that restart was enough to cool it down enough. I don't know. Yep, I've got a multimeter here that I could stuff a sensor underneath the or on top of the heatsink. Do I have the cable here? I think I do. That'll be an interesting for science. Here. There it goes. Yeah. It is a... It's a good question. It is an A600, OG A600 PSU. Do you reckon it could be borderline, you know, not providing the juice? I'm going to see if I can get it as close as possible. This looks manky, but it's really just how much paste is on there. There's a bit there. It looks a bit manky, but it's holding a plastic sheet on these rubber bands. This is how the owner, the original owner, had the configuration. And so I've just run with it, basically. Yeah, I can come in through the side, actually. The sensor, I mean, this is not the best way to measure the temperature because, I mean, ideally you'd want it between the heatsink and the CPU, wouldn't you? But this is going to give us a fair idea of the ambient temperature. Yeah, I can actually get through there. Right. So that doesn't move, I'm going to put something on top of that cable there. because I don't want that moving and shorting anything. Like that. So this is, yeah, it's going to give us a reading from the top of the heatsink there. She's 50 degrees right now. Can you still see that? Yeah, you can still see that, can't you? Yeah. Yes, that's Celsius. Yep. So I'm wondering if there's some way of getting a fan, you know, to blow on this thing. Let's see if the temperature changes much here. Oh yeah. It's got little, you can see little screw holes in the actual heatsink. I'm not quite sure how much room there is between the top of the heatsink and the bottom of the keyboard there. Yeah, that's a good idea. I mean, it's creeping up slowly, right? But it's not going off the charts, you know, straight away. Yeah, that could be a good idea. I mean, it's increased, what, to 1 degree, is it? What was it before, 49? Yeah, just a little fan somewhere, just to move a bit of air around, eh? I mean, that is steadily climbing, but it'd be interesting to see what it taps out at. Oh, was it 47? Okay. Yeah. I wonder at what point it gives up the ghost. Cook some eggs on it, you reckon? Put a frying pan on it. Just use it as heating. I could just leave it on, heat the room a little bit. Yep. but then I'm going to lose thermal sinking then, aren't I, if I wedge that sensor in there. Yeah. Yeah, she's still going up, eh? Yep, and there it goes. Potentially that's heat, eh? Yeah. Yeah, true. $5 degrees. That's on top of the heat sink. Yeah. I wonder if I just do like a direct reboot here. Yeah. There'd be one way to prove that though, wouldn't it? It'd be let it cool right down, and then fire it up. And if it's stable, then more than likely it's not the CPU socket issue. Do you think? Yeah. Oh, there. See. So that to me would indicate that it's a heat issue. I wonder what would happen if I just leave it off, let it cool. But that won't make a very interesting stream. $54. Still steadily climbing, eh? Yeah. Yeah, I think it probably just it's heating everything up inside this case. Oh, here we go. Yeah, look at this corruption here. That's unusual. See that it didn't actually ask me where I wanted to put it that time. Where's it put it? Where the hell did that go? Normally it gives you an option to extract it somewhere. Yeah, I would say definitely hotter than it's showing here. Where the hell is it extracting that to? Oh, it's into RAM. Yes, because I've got these locked, of course. Yeah, look at that corruption there. Oh, there we go. Yee. This is what it did before. No, I don't think. Oh, yeah, that's warm. Yeah, I can just hold my finger on there. I'm sort of wondering whether another good splooge of bloody CPU paste might be in order. And maybe even run it with the lid up like this. Because I don't need the keyboard much, eh? Oh yeah, it's not warm really at all. I might put a bit more paste on there, just give it a good generous helping. And a little fan would be handy, but I don't really have anything on hand at the moment. Yeah, I've got a few 601s lying around. I just don't know what state they're in. That's a thing for another day. Check those out. This computer's not, you know, I've sort of not cobbled it together, but you know, it's not how it came. This machine didn't have this card installed. This card was loose, floating around in a bag, you know. So this computer here is basically, I'm just, it potentially could have had a 601 in it, not sure. Now that's a fairly generous helping of CPU paste there. See, if I jam that in there, it's going to hold the heatsink up off the CPU. I was wondering if I can just slip it in the side there where it's not on the actual raised piece, it's, you know, like just there. reading 43 right now. Yep. There. Can you see that? Maybe just. You can see that, eh? Yeah. So 43, just cooled down a bit. I know you can get these all already extracted, can't you? I think Zeb's image has them already extracted, doesn't it? A channel out. I might have a channel out, do I? Yes. No, maybe not. Hey, the bloody autofire doesn't work on the stick. That's autofire's cheating though, right? meter's turned off. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't even realise that this bloody, was it FE chip existed. Yeah. Ooh. Gets pretty intense, this game, doesn't it? Okay. Gun. Yeah, so this one is, oh sorry, I had the wrong screen on. Just having a look at the photo of it. The CPU is, yeah, it's sort of a pin. It's not a quad. It's not a, what do they call them? PLCC. Okay, well, it's saying 46 degrees here at the moment. I wonder if that extra heatsink compound. No, I don't think it's called the quad flat pack as such. It's a ceramic. Yeah, it's got pins on it. It's like a normal bloody, you know, just like a 486 or 386, something like that. So it's not quad flat pack. Sorry, it's what I meant to say is it's not a quad flat pack and one of those PLCC, like a lot of the chips around it. Sorry, it's not an FE, it's an RC, this one. I'm getting confused between the other accelerator I've got for the 1200. Yeah, it's an RC. Yeah. FE, what was the FE? I think that's the one on the, I think that the FE is the one I've got on the Viper. What's that one? Yeah, the Viper. Yeah, look, that's quad flat pack, right? 68030FE20B. That's the one that we were thinking was a 20 megahertz part. But this is running at 25, and I wonder whether it's overclocked. Because that should be running at 20, right? The FPU is an RC33A, so that's a 33 megahertz part, right? Whether it's factory overclocked or not, I don't know, or whether someone's been fiddling with those jumpers. Yeah. So online, I had a look at the CPU database, and apparently that's a 20 megahertz part. But yeah. It's got a 33 megahertz crystal on there. So that's a socketed FPU. I would quite like to put an FPU in. Tell me, is there anything that you know of, whether it be games, demos, or bloody utilities or whatever, that use the FPU just for shits and giggles? Oh yeah. Yeah. The CPU seems to be running cooler. I wonder if it's just because the lid's up. Oh, did I upset? I might have upset it here. Oh no, that's just the game, is it? Yeah, so that's what we really need to be doing, is that AIBB benchmarking, rather than, sysinfo. Not that great, is it? And I was wondering whether I should have a look at that AIBB, and because I'd like to document, some of the benchmarks, and we can compare notes and bits and pieces. So we're up to 47. She seems to be hanging in there. Although that's probably not pushing it that much, is it? Superfrog was one that I never really got the chance to run. Yeah, you can see there's definitely screw holes in this, and I wonder if there's enough room just for a stumpy little fan, because keyboard comes down on an angle. Can you read that? You can't really read that meter, can you? Can you read that on your high-res screens? Lightwave, oh yeah. $46.9 starting Superfrog. Yeah, that's a possibility. Yep. It's difficult to see, but yep, It's quite possible. Did you see that graphical corruption though? See that? That red line there? That's not normal. There's another line over here. There's a few of them turning up. Another one there. Whoop. $47.2. Oh, wasn't looking. Yeah. Oh, the CD32 controller is a lot nicer than this bloody joystick to use. This game anyway. Oh, Cassie, I ordered the OSCC. Apparently, it's close to being shipped. I sort of bite the bullet and do that. I've got better things to do than, I mean, I like the idea of the GBS control, you know, but I'm at the point really where I just want to get on and get going rather than sort of spend a lot of time configuring that up. $47.7. Yeah, that's my cup of tea. You know, if I had a shitload of time to dick around, I'm sure the GBS control will be a bloody good option. I mean, I do have the time to dick around with it, but as I say, I'd rather actually get on and stream. What do you think of the potato bloody capturing CRT though? It's not too bad, is it? I forced the camera into a specific frame rate and set it to manual focus, and yeah, just a bit of mucking around. The problem is you can't change it on the fly once it's in stream mode. You can change it by taking it out of streaming mode, but then obviously, you know, you have to deactivate and reactivate it in OBS. It's just a bit of a pain in the butt. I'd actually rather have the nice camera that's pointing at the screen right now. I'd rather have that pointing at the Amiga actually, just so you can see it in a decent high res. Heat 48.3. Yeah, still climbing, 48.4 at the moment. What did it get to before when it started to crash? It was like 55 or something, was it? From memory. Ah, shit. We're at 48.5 right now. Yeah, but that was being measured on top of the heatsink. It hasn't been baked for the last, I would say, 8 years because I've never used it because I thought it was faulty. The bag said it was faulty, and I never really got around to putting any time into it really because I had the other Amigas and stuff I was messing around with as well. So it kind of just got put on the back burner until I dragged it out the other day and I thought, hang on a minute, this is the bloody 030 Accelerator for 600. Let's have a go. $48.8. Some of those demos they'll be on Zeb's image, won't they? If I can, pretty sure, can I just copy games straight out of that? They're already extracted, aren't they? It's an IMG file. The Zeb's image is to be... The problem with the IMG file is that it's too big for any of my compact flashes. It's 14.6 gig, Zeb's image. But I guess I can just extract that image, right? I'll just try extracting it. Can't open archive. I've got a piece of software that will actually extract that, I think. WinImage should be able to read it. happen. It's a hard file, right? Is that right? Is that going to work? Didn't like that much. Yes, I got the remote. Yeah. With the overlay. Why can't I mount this? This is A1200 WHD load OS 3.1 image. I wonder if I actually have to load an Amiga 1200 config. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. So, are these actually still... Oh no, these are actually extracted. So I can just copy these directly into the games. Yes, okay, that's bloody handy, isn't it? Man, there's so much in here. Oh God, where's directory opus when you need it? Christ. Games. I wonder if I just make a games folder in here. Yeah. New drawer. Oh, it's version 4. I don't know how to use version 4. Okay, I guess it's pretty straightforward. Whack it in there. Not that one. Games. Games. Handy. I won't go through this tonight because I'll be here all night. I won't grab everything. I don't have the bloody. Yeah, I don't have the room to take absolutely everything. Alien breed. Yeah, I'm running 4 gig cards with like 1.3 gig partitions, 1.5 is it? And then 1.7 or something like that. Alien breed. Was that the one you mentioned? Alien breed special edition. Okay, so I'm just trying to think of games that I don't already have on there that I'd like. Actually, what I should do is have a look at the I should have a look at the demos, shouldn't I? Were the demos here, or are these just all games? Oh, there we go, demos. Would those demos be on here, Evil Seed, that you were mentioning before, that, you know, could be interesting to put this machine through its paces? That one is it? Art. Can I select multiple? Yes. Copy. No, I want to go. Do I have it? Will this create a folder for me? Directory not available. Create folder. Oh, does it? Where's create folder, dude? Make directory. Okay, got it. Copy. Here we go. Any other suggestions for demos? I mean, obviously state of the art, right? Any other suggestions? Nine fingers, state of the art, Jesus on ease. The one with the toilet. What? Do you know what the name of it is? Okay. Well, Frontier is still running, by the way. Where's the bloody demos folder I put in here? It's in there, isn't it? Where's that demos folder? I'm sure I... Oh, it is there. Okay. Temperature's 50. It's warm, but it's not crazy warm. Poo. Oh, you can't see that. P, not instead of PC0, I put P 0. What? Is my emulator not happy with this? What doesn't my emulator like? Why doesn't it like this? Let's see. That'll just... Okay, that's happy. Oh, hang on a second. Did I... When I added this directory, I might have not set it to don't boot. I'm adding the directory and archive to point to the PC. Untick bootable. Okay. Reset. Hopefully that'll sort it. Yes. Yeah, it was the PC. The reason it didn't boot because this PC folder here was set to bootable. Bit of a faux pas there. .9 degrees. What do you see me now? Oh, not allowed to use the laptop. That's Patch, is it? Sitting on your laptop there, keeping warm. Probably positioned her ass right over the CPU, right? Sapphire. Yeah. Cute. Alice is probably asleep by the fire, I think, or in her bed, in her little bed on a chair. Okay, temperature is 42.9. It's not bad, is it? I don't know, she's in the other room, I can't see it. What I'd like to do, you know, is have like a mobile camera that you can just connect to OBS. I think you can do it with your phone actually, and then just, you know, go for a wee walk, show you Alice. Yeah, true. Give it some art, do you reckon? We've seen this a million times too, haven't we? Righto. Because that'll run on anything, won't it? Did I? I did put it in here. It needs a clean up, does it? Here we go. Back to front. .3 Celsius. Pretty amazing what these programmers could do, eh? Yeah, amazing art. I think that's one of the nicest Starfield simulations I've seen. Looks good on the CRT. I think you might be getting a little bit of blurring there, just with the frame rate that this camera's set to. That's cool. Sim Farm. I haven't played Sim Farm. Is that a 98 SE laptop, is it? Old school. $44.5. 400 for a new tractor, that's not bad, is it? You get to make the decisions, big expansion decisions, but you're not the mayor. $44.8. I guess, you know, the room could be cooling a little bit as well. It's got pretty cold outside. It's snowing down south. It's going to freeze like a bastard tonight, I think. Clear sky here, and there's a bit of snow down on the hills, and yeah. Okay, we're at 45. Oh yeah, is this the bit that'll give it a workout? Okay, it's got the hiccups. Oh yeah, so that's 3D rendering, yeah? $45.8. Oh yeah, here we go. It's at 46 at the moment. $46.1. they're talking about real fast mem there. This would be considered real fast mem on this processor accelerator card, wouldn't it? It's got 8 megs, and Systemflow picks it up as fast RAM 32-bit, blah blah blah. Not quite sure what they mean by real fast RAM. 46.6 degrees. So it's not climbing hugely, is it? Forbidden to copy this demo without permission. So did you have to buy these demos back in the day? I mean, officially. Is that what they expected? Yeah, I think so, eh? I think with the lid off, 46.8. Putting the lid back on. I don't think the keyboard's lifting that heatsink. It could be, but I just don't think it is. I can't feel any resistance when I put the keyboard down, put it that way. Right, let's see what it does now. I'll try a different demo this time though. Probably some of these may not stress it, but something different. 46.9, 47. So yeah, it is making quite a difference. Yeah. .4. Yeah, but you know, these vents are, there's hardly any warmth coming out of them at all. I don't know how much use they are. 48.6. I'll just run through this again. Yeah, I might just mute the music. Oh, the game audio. Let's have a bit of other music. What I'd like to do is quickly hook up the Amiga 1200 and install with this card in it. Oh, she's up to 49. With this card in it, the compact flash, and install Workbench 3.9. So I've got Workbench 3.9 on my Amiga 600. That is something I've never seen before. It's nearly breaking the 50-degree mark here. Yeah. Yep. So that last demo wouldn't have touched it really, would it? $49.9, 50. Yep. We'll make it work for its money. 50.1, 50.2, 50.3, 50.4. 5. SOS 50.5. It's like, help me. I'm getting too hot. $51.3. Okie dokie. Well, it's still running. I think, you know, on a summer's day, it's going to be interesting, eh? It's going to need cooling for sure, active cooling. It's all well and good, you know, in the middle of winter. I mean, the room's reasonably warm. It's not uncomfortable. What is the room temperature? It's about 21 degrees. 21 degrees ambient. When it's like 28, 30 in here, it could be a different story, eh? Yeah, so there it goes. It's reached 52 and it's not happy. Let's try again. It's going to run. 52.4. yeah, so it's definitely, it's going to need some cooling. Anyway, what I want to do is I want to install 3.9 on this compact flash card. Yep, it's getting warm. Jeez, warm. We'll leave it to cool off a bit. I'll let it have a little rest. Castle Master. Okay. Yep. Can't say I'm familiar with Castle Master actually. So pretty much too fast to play on an 030, jeez. Okay. That could be worth a try. Really give it a good stress test. Now this will be a bit of a repeat of last night. I installed OS 3.9 last night as well. But I'm not really set up to stream another computer at the moment. So this will just have to do. Oh, okay. Castle Master. I must look at that. I'm hoping I've got my bloody... Oh, the CD drivers aren't installed. I can install them. Okay. But I had IDE fix on here. It's not that hard once you're in here. It's actually piss easy. I was sure that I had IDE fix. Oh, maybe. Yeah, did I not copy it across? I've got it on floppy here somewhere, just here. You know, I was saying last night, Neo, that the disc that I normally want is at the bottom of the pile. That's exactly where this was. It was at the bottom of the third pile of discs out of 3 piles of discs. I should add this to my transfer folder. I'm slowly building that folder out so that I've got everything I need. About that. I'm just going to, because this is commercial software, I said it last night. It's a Cloanto product. Why not? Why not? Right, so you go to the OS version 3.9 here, run the installer. I should probably close directory others just in case. And if you're doing this for the first time, definitely create the emergency disk, because I think it checks if you've got it. I can't quite remember now, but anyway, so what you do is you select OS 3.9 full install over OS 3.0 or empty hard drive. Proceed. You should boot from your emergency disk to make the update or full installation. Yeah, so this, you actually need to boot from the emergency disk. Sorry, I probably should have done that first. I forgot about that. I'm not sure that you need to pre-install 3.1, because that installer implied that you can install it on a blank disk. So I guess all you really need to have is your, boot your operating system from, well, boot the floppy. Just use a workbench. Oh, this bloody floppy drive sometimes gets a bit. Okay. Oh, that's not helpful, is it? Let's try that again. Yeah, I guess if you've got a boot disk and you've got your CD drivers installed on that boot disk, I think you're probably okay. Then again, all you really need, I would have thought, was to have this boot floppy prepared. Weird. Maybe I need to, do I need to create a new boot floppy? I don't know. Let's try it. Okay, select the drawer. We want to select the system partition. English, yep. No printers, no. American keyboard. Would you like to, yes, make sure you got 10 meg free to put the, to do that. What was it, backdrops or something, I think it said. If you want the fancy backdrops, make sure you got your 10 megs free. Okay, Neo, good to see you. Thanks for calling along. Have a good one. Not sure if I'll be streaming tomorrow night or not. We'll catch you again soon. I'm really hoping this doesn't screw over my, my MMU or something like that. I'll be highly pissed off if it does. Yeah, what's with that? Don't put the printer drivers on. Copies it anyway. Oh, there's the backdrops there. Actually, this runs really nicely on my A2000 with the 040 processor in it and the Picasso 2. Yeah, that would make sense, eh? So the print drivers are there, but as you say, they're not in the devs folder, they're just sitting back in storage. Kind of makes sense, I guess, so, you know, then you don't need to go scrabble around for your CD-ROM just to install a print driver. Positioning icons. It's awesome. Removal disks. Select the proceed gadget to reboot. There you go. It is seriously that easy. Not bad, eh? Okay, so now, though, what I want to do is I want to put that card, that compact flash card, into the 600. We'll have OS 3.9 running on the little 600 there, just for shits and giggles, that's all. Just because I can. Get rid of this temperature probe in the meantime. I do have a CD-ROM drive for this. That Squirrel SCSI CD-ROM. Well, the Squirrel SCSI is a PCMCIA adapter, and yeah, I'm just having a little bit of trouble getting that to run. Actually, it works. It's just I think it's a driver issue. It's a user issue, actually. So, I mean, I could have installed it in situ here, but it is doing something. Hard drive light is furiously flashing. Oh yeah, so it's going to look for that CD-ROM. I think I can just use the uninstaller. Anyway, let's just make sure that everything's working. Sysinfo, there it goes there, fighting. Yep, everything's happy. 68030 MMU in use. I wonder if it changes the speed running in a different OS. I doubt it, eh? Maybe it may do, I guess. 2978. Oh, sorry, 9278. It's about the same as what it was before. Not bad, eh? There you go. Workbench 3.9 running on an Amiga 600. That makes me happy. I think if I just go and uninstall this. Now where did I put it? Work. This one. Uninstall. I think I can do that if I cancel, abort, uninstall installation, proceed with install of the uninstall. It seems counterintuitive. Yes. Yeah. Don't forget to remove any manually inserted load in your startup sequence. Okay, let's check the startup sequence. So probably just ram these out here. That all looks pretty clean, doesn't it? Okay, and if I reboot now, it should be pretty clean. Yeah, I need to, I think it's probably still running in bloody 4 colors or something, is it? I need to get in there and sort that out. There we go. Happy. Happy. Look at that. See, the icons are pretty similar, aren't they? I mean, that's different, the RAM disk and the work icon, but this system one's the same. Right, preferences. Just here. Screen mode. Oh no, we're running 16 colors. Looks like shit though, doesn't it? Super high res. Cancel. Oh, I see, we test. Yep. Yeah. Pretty hard to read on this 1084. Not ideal. That's why this runs pretty well with the Picasso too. That is just a bit ugly. So yeah, that colour, is that 16 colours, is it? Doesn't quite look right, does it? Oh no, crank that up. Yeah, that looks better, doesn't it? A little bit more colourful. It's more colourful than before. Oh, it's really only the directory Opus that's got the colourful icon. And that's the standard palette, isn't it? Palette preferences, this one? Yeah. So you can choose from preset, can't you? Presets, here we go. Faro. Sunset. Ocean. Steel. That's quite nice. Chocolate. There's chocolate. Ugh. No. Pewter. Wine. Oh my god. Red wine. Yeah. Yep. Tint, that's pretty much the default, isn't it? Tint. Yeah. Yeah, the RTG is certainly nice. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about that. Oh yeah, that's all right. Well, I'm pretty pleased about that. Interesting colours, eh? Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this little computer now. The only thing I need to do really now is get that cooling sorted, and properly sort out that, you know, the heatsink and what else do I need to do with this one? Yeah, possibly look at something as far as the compact flash card goes. It's sort of floating around in here. I'm not overly happy with that, but that makes quite a nice little Amiga 600, doesn't it? A bit of a sleeper. You know, you rock up with your Amiga 600, looks like stock standard 600, but it's packing heat. Literally packing heat when you plug it in and turn it on. Yeah. So yeah, I think that's looking pretty good there. I think I'll leave it at that for tonight. Pretty cool. Yeah. All right, let's see who's around and we'll do a little raid, eh? Who's on? Anyone? Amiga Live. Everyone else is offline. We've got Amiga Live here, so might as well just raid them, eh? Yeah, that's about bedtime, eh? Well, I've had fun with that. Cool. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch up with you probably later in the week at some stage. Yeah, not sure whether I'll stream tomorrow night or not. This is sort of the highlight for me, really, getting this up and running to this point here. So yeah, we'll see how we go. But yep, thanks for watching. We'll catch up with you later on.